Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we're gonna continue with this game. I'm gonna go do the chapel thing later, but for now, we're gonna open this galaxy map, and hopefully we don't die to our first ship combat. Unidentified void ship. This is where we are, so we can either go to Urek 5 or Ricat Majoris. Okay. Let's go to Urek 5. Oh, Lord Captain, Astropathic Choir Master Zachary Weiss is asking to speak with you via private channel. Greeting, your lordship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hopes of picking up voices from the dynasty ship of our worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead, amidst the Immaterium tumult. Something is screaming. This scream is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting anyone in the dynasty's world. It is coming from the Ricat system Astropathic Station. I do not think we've been introduced. Indeed not, and we met under lamentable circumstances. My name is Zachary Weiss, and I am proud to be the choir master of our ship's Astropathic Choir. The duty I perform is to keep you in contact with the Expanse via astropathic messages sent through the warp by trained psychers. Okay, what is the nature of this scream? We do not know, your lordship, but it was brought to the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been a violent roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness where expelled images fuse together, twisting and crackling before crashing into the minds of all those who perceive it. A mighty warp storm like this, which I cannot recall, rages in the Imperium, and it fills me with terror. If the scream stops, will we be able to contact someone? I humbly hope so, your lordship. Perhaps we will manage to send a call for aid to the von Valancius world or one of the dynasty's allies. We are going to pay a visit to that station. Thank you, your lordship. Lord Captain reporting, the heralds of Navis Nobolite continue to maintain Vox silent. Perhaps due to Urek 5 being off limits to visitors, we intercept signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobile House requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Interesting. Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. I am sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and the declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Order the Augur crew scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The officers from the Augur crew perform full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortion of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We were able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments of the unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? We will not invade Navis Nabolite Station without first acquiring official approval. Lord Captain, only the navigators are blessed with the gift of steering ships to the Immaterium. anyone else who succumbed to the same nightmarish influence it projects on the crew and the vessel. To attempt traversing space without a guide is a fool's errand. Forgive me for intruding, Lord Captain, but I feel it's my duty to remind you that the Navis Nabalite are highly respected citizens of the Imperium, humanity's guides through the warp. The power of the status of a highborn navigator house is akin to that of your protectorate. To aid them in their hour of need is to acquire an influential ally. Okay. Turn back! No one dares to give me orders. No, Lord Captain, of course not. Order the crew to commence docking onto the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening on the station, so we will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Sweet. Let's go.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Oh, okay. They're still talking. It's just no voice. Was that a shotgun? That would have easily hit that guy. Come on now. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and a third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lower lid in the middle of the forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Okay. Desist, brother. It was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. The navigators frown. No one has the right to interpret his will so freely, brother. But wait, I recognize your coat of arms. You must be the lord of the von Valancius dynasty. Yes, I'm absolutely positive, in fact. And since the fate has brought such an important person to my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Velik Christoph August, keeper of this station. So, you did not come to offer support for the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Yorick 5 is a holy sanctum of House Orsilio, and the path that to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say you are not on the guest list. What is happening on this station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal. A most banal thing in the life of the Nobilite. Don't you think? I was backstabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orsilio, the second keeper of Yorick 5 and my mentor. On this On his instruction, my own people sabotaged the generator, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servant of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their soul will perish in the darkness of the void. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no more of my precious time. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favor under different circumstances. And yet, Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't gotten many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress's chamber, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified by the blood of Lady Ocelio herself. This is the control rod to the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Why should I help you? You came to this station for a reason. House Ocelio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the powers of our navigators. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priest ceaselessly performed the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. So, I'm supposed to power the elevator? The station main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanisms will do the rest. If it's so simple, why don't you do it? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path through the laboratory and the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis Nobilite or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something I currently happen to lack. I guess that makes sense. So, have you decided, descendant of the Von Valancian's line? I have questions concerning the situation. Our idle chatter will not save Lady Cassia, but if you need to be sure of something before you can help, so be it. My men have reported that the station is in a deplorable state. Deplorable. Trust me, I should know. Everything happened too quickly. There were dozens of reports of incidents or accidents, victims, and failing systems, but the only precious thing aboard the station is Lady Cassia's life. Everything else is futile and can be easily replenished. Why do you not respond to my message from Rycat Minoris? I have already said your F5 is sacrosanct. It is the holy domain of Navis Nobilite and is forbidden for commoners from the world below. We had hoped to solve this crisis on our own, but when the situation spiraled out of control, we could not establish contact because the traitor has disabled our equipment. Tell me about your mistress. Regrettably, I am not allowed to discuss my mistress, whether with her retinue or the outsiders. She will tell you about herself personally if she feels like it. That is, assuming she survives. I am begging you not to waste any more time, or it is running out. What makes you think the mistress is still alive? You may not believe me, but Lady Cassia is capable of incredible things. Even the traitor Theobald can easily harness. Not even, okay, I skipped that word. Not even the traitor Theobald can easily harness her powers. Okay. I will rescue your mistress, but in return, I require that House Arcelio sign a contract with my protectorate. So be it. Hurry, the mistress's safety is all that matters. But should you fail, our arrangement is finished.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
White. Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
If the witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Stay sharp.
Why is that highlighted? Okay.
I forge my own success. They won't expect this. Another battle demands our attention.
You dare cross the faithful!
I don't really need to speed up animation. It's already pretty fast. God damn it.
Let's set this in motion. As said, so done.
Oh, this is very close range.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Actually, with that,
weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant.
Bro,
Break them around.
how do you hit me from all the way over there? Ridiculous.
I'll do it.
Okay, we don't need to shoot that guy. Okay, this guy has a 72% chance to be insta-killed. Nice. 45. Nice. $86. 66 or 86. 94. Let's start 66. Oh. All right. All right, at least it hit.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Okay. I guess we can also put
But
that
of
on
course.
ourselves.
My faith strengthens me.
Sucks to be you. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Ripper auto pistol. I mean, it has a plus sign next to it, so it has to be good, right? That's how it works. I mean, YouTube will always be able to do something. So.
Let's seize the moment. Now that's interesting.
Duty prevails.
My actions speak louder than words.
Dodge penalty down. Hmm. That's worse. That's even worse. I don't think it's good. Okay.
Marching ahead.
Damned warp! If we'd been in real space, I'd have...
Idira, stop castigating yourself. Your soothsayings have always been vague. Even if you had her, who among us would have realized that it was Lady Theodora who was in peril?
Venture forth.
Why can I not disable this trap?
Now that was easy.
Mars pattern sword. Eight to 12, 8 to 13. Which one of you have the highest persuasion? 30, 35, 30. I do, but I don't want it. Okay.
The Emperor favors me today.
Oh, we leveled. Okay, what do we have? Force weapon deals more damage. I don't use that yet. Heroic act decreases veil thingy. While the psyker is not in the target line of sight. The first psychic power used each turn increase veil degradation. Okay. If this talent reduces the effect of veil degradation less than 0, the veil degradation is decreased by 1. Okay. The psychic can use damaging psychic power while being threatened by enemies in melee and doesn't provoke attack of opportunity. That's pretty okay. Melting armor is pretty good for boss fights. Ooh, we're taking that one. deals damage by any means. That's pretty good too. Oh, backdraft is great. This bonus is double against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment. Okay, that's pretty good. Demolition awareness. Okay, we're taking demo. Not taking carouse. Let's grab some medication. Okay, that's pretty good as well. When the warrior has less than 50% wounds. So basically that's just health. And rage is pretty good. Yeah, let's get that. Oh, that's pretty good too. Oh, that's pretty good as well. Oh, we need second sight. I guess we take psychic barrage as well. God, some of these are insane. But I want her to be mainly a support. So I should probably go for a support, right? Oh my god. So whenever I use forewarning, they all now get +10 to shooting stuff, which is quite insane.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Okay, save. Let's go in. Do you hear the screams? Move. Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see. You're in league with them. This is an insurrection. Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Oh my. His mind is just completely fucked. I know. You are all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you? The fuck? This is better in every way, right? Yeah. Cargo, cargo, cargo. Cargo. By the way, I found this menu last time and I put people in it, so that's really all that happens. Interesting.
Stay sharp.
The screen The vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dry blood. The button switches and levers were ripped out of the console with exceptional cruelty and splattered around sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony and refusing to perish. Awaken it. You turn a few remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen and the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator inside emits creak and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator system. Request data. Okay. Examine. But that's too much. I'm going to go through them, but I'm not reading them. Huh.
Let's seize the moment.
Warp lore? Okay, we don't need the logic. Interesting.
Nothing can catch me off guard.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. How?
Onward to victory.
Am I supposed to like read something? I should probably have read something. We're reloading that. And I'm going to Google it. I'm reloading it and we're Googling it.
Always striving for greatness. Venture forth.
The long glass is better.
Didn't see that one coming.
Pay attention.
Stay sharp.
Okay. From here, we'll save. And then we did get a book. It's not that one. Okay, so meteorite is useless. Hmm. The data crypt of HKO malfunctioned over the course of our research. So this is dead. So these two are dead. More and more server. I do not use acid under any circumstance. Okay, so green is out. The tech pre blessed the data crypt. Okay. And do not use KO. Okay. Okay, adamantine and black water is a no. So adamantine protects the frail flesh of the lowborns. Huh. So tissue flask. Wait, are we missing a tissue? Ah, okay.
Let's seize the moment.
So data connector. Okay is what we want in here. Catalysts. Never use this and don't use black water. So biogel. Reagent. Meteorite is out. No one says anything what crystal does. And adamantine dust is good against shielding weaker flesh. But it adamantine and black water is okay. Positive. The god emperor truly took, but let's get back to it. Is okay. seem to protect frail flesh of the low one to a degree. Having said that, not even the mass accelerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce more complex compound. More complex into the formula. All the data related to the experiment were recorded in OH. I will get back to them later once I am done with the experiment. I have mentioned the chunks. Meteorite found. Okay, yeah. So OH. And then tissue flasks. Okay, we're gonna save right here. And this one. Damn. Is it F9? F8? F8 is too loud. Okay. The power of quick save and quick load is the best. I'm about to go look this up because it's still a lot of combinations. And the only reason I'm using adamantine is so that I don't use black water, which means biogel is the only thing that goes with adamantine. So now it's just a tissue problem. And I don't see... I just don't use KO. Did I ever use KO? No, I didn't. Good. What the heck is that? Oh, right. The stupid glasses. I don't really need warp lore bonus.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
You save? Okay. So there's two solutions to this, apparently. And the best one is immunity to toxic damage, because the other one is immunity to warp damage, and I don't like that one. Okay. So we're gonna go with mutated flesh. Oh. I forgot I already had stuff in the other ones. Oh, we can go again. Flesh sample. Oh, it says never to use the acid. And yet here we are using the acid.
Keep your senses keen.
I mean, we have one more combination, and I know it's going to fail. But I don't want these things in my inventory. So toxic damage. Okay, what the heck is warp damage? Okay. Just in case we need it. Never going to use it, but just in case we need it.
Let's see this through.
Dục quá. Right, save. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, the other a traitor. Tell me more. What paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like most. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whisperers are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The naughty little things they say that tearing off the mask is your concern. Thank you. I have many questions. You think they are worth a life for my mistress? Who is the child mentioned in the documents and reports found in the station? You meddle with something that should have been left alone. The child is what the station's servants call Lady Cassia. For the commoner's dirty mouth must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all the servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Do you really think the mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butcher one another because they suspect treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off the power, and disabling the security system. Too many things require special access. Access available only the keeper of the station. I'm sure you are aware. There were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Ocelio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Urek 5 and our noble line. I saw the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station system, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or you dare suspect me of what happened? The one who's going out of his way to preserve what little there is still left by the God Emperor. You will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. I listened to the recording of private conversation between the station officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient is true, and in the end, I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing of my home. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they're insane. Still, you really need the ramblings of retainers who dare to raise their hand against the scions of the noble bloodline? Very suspicious. Enough. I do not trust you as far as I could throw you, Felic Ocelio. It really is time to end this. I was hoping to find an ally in you, but now you're merely delaying the sorrowful end of your story. Prepare to die.
Execution is assured.
Purge them!
Oh, because he's in melee. Okay.
Easy. A costly mistake. As said, so done. I know what to do.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Bro, I am behind a fucking... God damn it.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. To you, my Emperor. As the Emperor commands.
I can just keep doing that. Oh, that's kind of broken. Okay, we're not gonna abuse the shit out of that. Okay.
Done and done. As said, so done. I know what to do. A costly mistake.
What advice do you seek?
I am beholden to you. Duty beckons.
Well, we'll see if that was the correct choice.
Venture forth.
Oh, this can only be equipped by a navigator. pale figure with unnaturally long limbs cover her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continuously scream from her scarlet mist eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice a third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. When your eyes met, you sense overwhelming soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature gazes slides over you, your entire core shudders in terrors. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under the crashing waves of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? Idra emits something between a moan and drawn-out whimper. How out, as if my own little pals weren't enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. Heresy. Okay. By the Emperor, if you do not stop your sorcery immediately, I will shoot you in your head. She weirdly shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to that of a sob and a howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? I'm looking for a navigator to join my crew. And you'll do. You look like you'll do. I'm afraid I cannot respond to such an unexpected... What is this? I feel faint. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs, his eyes swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child. Throne, preserve. You. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move, you will bring the wrath of House Ocelio upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain, this one is so deranged. It's making the whisper shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Commerce? I mean you no harm. I came to seek the navigator's aid. I will grant you that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felix service. So who are you? Ignatius von Valancius, rogue trader. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind has always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Ocelio asks your service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think about it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in this room? Curse. You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When this child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Ocelio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. What service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aranto. acting head of House Ocelio, in the Corona's expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but everything we've seen, I've got some reservation about this girl. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden on her shoulders. You're talking as though you expect to die. My service at the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted upon my flesh would never heal. I'm dying. Praise the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There is a Medicaid deck on my ship. No, I am keeper of Uric 5 and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. I want to know what happened between you and Felix. Felix is my wayward student. He came to Uric 5 as a hallowed youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in the power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the century-long tradition of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy yourself. He decided that he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the great of our novators, Tisiphone Ocelio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the navigator's throne. Felix accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your word? Defending myself before strangers, I never thought I would fall so low. If the child's life were not at stake, very well. I have no choice or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as member of House Novellis, Navis Nobilite, if the honest word of an honorable man counts for anything to you. I guard the station against calamity and incursion from without to the best of my ability. I force the warden to strictly observe security protocol. I personally select every servant and I faithfully protect the child during this coup. How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my error in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future. I believe I've made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Cassia will come with me. Good. That is good. But allow us to say our proper farewell.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No, not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Uric 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Ocelio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald. What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Ocelio at the earliest opportunity.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orcelio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship.
Accompanying a rogue trader on their travels is an honor for any navigator. Let us go. I can no longer bear the sight of the deathly pale shadows that drape the bodies of the fallen.
Oh dang, she's actually a companion. And we leveled, so that's good too. Oh, much less exciting. Oh, she can dual wield pistols. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? Choose a special ability. Dismantling attack. Until the operative next turn, the target cannot move. Until the end of combat, the target MP are reduced. Dismantling attack also cripples the enemy, reducing their weapon skill and ballistic skill. Reducing dodge. Target also provokes attack opportunity whenever it attacks. Oh. Huh, that's pretty good. Let's get more awareness. Rate of fire. Oh, I see. I'll take this one. More damage. You can get that one. Five ranks available. Oh my god. Huh. Let's go for that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Persuasion and commerce. Now let's go lore. Go with that one. Okay, cool. Okay. Now we got a 5th crew member. Yay. Or a 5th party member. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vidis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source's sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vidis, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What do you wish to speak about? After a few second hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you act honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. I am so deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uwe served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Materium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence enveloped me in a cloak of amber. But now, I'm ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Tell me what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. After that, I use the House Ocelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts, and then it's time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish vision, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from the star to star, from system to system. All the light, the guiding thread, so it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigator of House Ocelio never lose their course. Why do you refuse red paint? Uwe will give you his blood. Oh, Uwe will give of his blood before the ritual, as always. I will ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it's opened. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady the Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the susurration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then, the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. Come here, Uwe. The exultant ring of metal freed from his scabbard, the low sob of the servant, the rhythmic drips of liquid on canvas, the faint whispers of the brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface of a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter, forsaken by her father, yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Voxmaster recoiled at Cassia's words and accidentally snapped one of the Cogitator's levers. The panel beneath her fingertips emits sparks, and the Vox Cassiator falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apology for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. You know what? I will do it. Voxmaster, see to it that you receive 5 lashes for the show of clumsiness. What is happening to Cassia? Soul shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are now howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's right, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what's left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. The endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me forward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that requires your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station, Urek 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to Rekka's system in a different destination, the station would have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representative of Navis Nobolite brought us precious time. We can either focus our effort on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Ah. Huh. Loot everything. As you command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engine Seer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in the desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Hendrix von Kolox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not on Urek 5, so we should keep this in mind when we make any future plans. Why is it always business with you, Vigdis? Could you just... Okay. Thank you, Vigdis. This will be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Okay. So 50 there. 51 there. 60 there, but well, we can go with that right there. Yeah, no, she's best right there. Okay.
I won't do that.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Is she really not have voice acting? I feel like that whole thing should have been voice acted.
Greetings.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Oh. Tell me about yourself.
I am a part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra, and uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orselio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
Allow me to ask you a few personal questions.
You have my permission, Lord Captain.
So you never lived anywhere other than Uric 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orselio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Tell me about your life on the station.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Do you have friends? Someone you could turn to for a simple conversation, not a discussion of yet another lecture?
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station. And you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence. And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
You may find it difficult to believe, but the practice of depriving servants of their voice is not particularly widespread outside House Ocelio.
Please forgive me, Lord Captain. I was sure it was a sacred tradition made sacrosanct by the ancient vows of obedience. I expect more surprises will be waiting for me outside the walls of Urak 5.
Your third eye. Do you always conceal it?
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The Navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
Who cares for the opinions of short-sighted rabbles? They can serve us and die for us, and keep their thoughts to themselves.
I am not ashamed of my appearance, nor do I require anyone's approval.
What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
I noticed that your love for painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colors.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
Tell me about House Ocelio.
As the only voice of our family on this vessel, it is an honor. As long as your questions are courteous, I will answer every one of them.
Is the Ocelio prophecy system named after your ancestor?
You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator.
I take it House Orselio has a rich history.
Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy.
Who rules your house?
Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house.
You lived in seclusion on a closed station until Fela committed his sabotage. So then you must be the Novator's successor.
So says Regent Auronto. Nothing is decided yet. Some people in the house become enshrouded in rolling grey clouds at the thought of me becoming the Novator. But even more are bound with dull leaden chains. They think I am not ready for such a burden.
With your permission, I'd like to talk about something else.
By all means.
What does your special sight reveal?
Sister Argenta shines like a guiding star, inspiring resolve in those around her, seemingly inexplicably. However, I see a dark and ugly fog billow behind her, contrasting sharply with her shining light. It burdens the Sister of Battle. It drags her down. Yet Argenta herself is hardly aware of it. Seneschal Viserion is among the few whose colors are a pleasure to look at. Whenever the Seneschal speaks, heavenly crystal clarity spreads around him. And whenever he is angered, dark blue clouds condense over him. And in his rare moments of joy, a pure gleam of sunset pink caresses the souls of those near him. Out of your entire retinue, Lord Captain, he is the only one I would trust with my life. Idira's emotions are like a maelstrom, bright, unbridled, enveloping her form like a wondrous kaleidoscope of colors. And as dangerous as a twisting warp storm. The riot of colors hides the truth from my eyes. What exactly is driving this woman? Is it her own will, or is it the Immaterium, Lord Captain?
This is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Oh. Void Ship Shrine? Can I have one more person? I just noticed that. Wow, you can have a lot of people in your party, huh? Open the reliquary with a power maul. I wish to wield it myself. Okay. If you are positively beaming with joy, a priest like you is a rare sight. Okay, I'm not reading all this. Did Lady Theodora come here often? People confess to you, do they not? I am interested to know the thoughts of some of your subjects. I must take my leave. Okay, cool.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was...
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Do you require an audience?
Cool. Unquenchable fury. Well, it's mine now. Harsh shove. Okay. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with all this shit. Medicae advancement. Field medic. Base skill Medicae. Death warded. Okay.
Consider that off limits. Not my area of expertise.
How do I select every single person? Backspace? Okay. Okay, throne, blood, weakness, purity. Throne. Blood. Oh, Jesus Christ. Throne. Blood. Weakness. Purity. Missionary oath. Once per combat, if the wearer does not use any abilities during their turn, they can end their turn immediately, granting all adjacent ally an extra turn with 1 AP. Does not use any abilities during their turn. Very unlikely that'll ever oh, wait. Oh, it's an ability. Also counts as like attacking. If the intelligence is less than 35. Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. It's so unlikely that I'm not gonna do anything on my turn. So unlikely. I'm gonna equip it, but again, so unlikely. Astropathic Chapel.
They're staring at me with their burnt eyes like I'm a leper. I'm just passing through, all right? So you lots can calm down.
Your presence has flooded the astropath souls with myriad shades of horror. No, we should not tarry here.
Marching ahead. Reality had different plans. Didn't see that one coming.
The premonition runs true.
Hey, we did it. And we leveled.
Stay sharp.
Did I just level up again?
Onward to victory. Let's see this through.
Okay. So we can't increase tech use anymore. We'll do warp. Can't increase that anymore. Intelligence then. Okay, fire up is fine. Agility is fine. Alright, that's fine as well. Let's go strength for damage. Let's go logic. Willpower. Warp lore. Fellowship. Let's go take a bath. Do you mean to tell me that my body is more hideous than all the horrors of the war? After all, you do not shy away from painting them. Nude portrait of the rogue trader. Your style is so unique. I like it. Okay. Cool. That's funny. Cassia's article interpretation of your naked form. You could spend hours trying to figure out which specific part of the painting is supposed to be your face, your leg, or if they even depict you at all. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me for today. Well, maybe for right now. I might come back later, but we'll see. I have to go do some stuff, and I wish you guys have all a wonderful day. Goodbye.